Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm joined by Jessie Torres. Jessie Torres is a life and wellness coach and motivational speaker. I saw you speak locally at the local Chamber of Commerce, the Latino Chamber of Commerce.
That's
Fabulous
right.
job.
Thank you.
You have a new program called Radiance Owned.
Yes.
Tell us about Radiance Owned, or RO.
So what that is for me is I'm creating a movement for women to reconnect with their femininity. You know, in society nowadays, we've gotten to where we can do everything, right? And so we get to where we have single moms, we have women that have gone through some stuff and they've got to achieve. And so they go mission-based. I've got to take care of my kids, I've got to provide, and it's awesome and it serves, but then they lose that sense of femininity and they start to equate their femininity as a weakness instead of a strength.
Well, wait a second. You could mention this, but as a male, if I mention it, it might be a little bit controversial, right?
This is true.
But the traditional roles in the past have changed quite a bit because of the society we're in.
Absolutely, and I think it's really important to help our women come back to the core of who we are, because that's where we radiate. That's where, you know, we shine, we're free, you know, and our men today don't know how to behave anymore. You know, they're trying to do the right thing, but like, I want to be a man, but if I'm too much of a man, then you're too hard, you're too harsh, you know, and then if you're too soft, then you're just like, it's not that attractive.
Yeah, a man just wants to know what to do, right? Just
exactly.
Put me in the right direction and I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
A happy wife or a happy lady in a relationship is a happy life, right?
Right, exactly. What's that? If mama ain't happy, nobody happy.
Exactly. Let's talk about lemons are thrown at us a lot. And how do we make lemonade out of it so that we don't have a sour situation?
So what's important for that, as far as Radiance Owned, is that we don't lose that connection. So a lot of the workshops that I do will do things, what connects you to that feminine part of yourself? So even though when lemons are thrown at you and you've got to take care of things and you've got to handle it, we can, and it's like, okay, we need to put our tough skin on for the moment. How do you do things to reconnect you back to your core so you're not always in that fight mode? Because then what happens is we come home and, you know, our husbands are wanting their beautiful feminine woman, and they're met with, do this, do that, can you help me, this, that, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, and they're not certain how to behave. And if we really step into who we are as women, it's really such a powerful force to just be that softness and be, in that space
Maybe
of
a little bit
vulnerability.
vulnerable would be a good word.
That's exactly,
word to say?
what I just said, Just step into that space of vulnerability. It's not a weakness.
Fear. Fear drives both men and women.
Absolutely.
And being scared of not having certainty in the future. Your perspective on fear and how you're able to coach a lot of ladies about fear.
Well, I think what's important there is the very word we just talked about, is vulnerability. It's such a scary space to be because, we were vulnerable at one point and we've been hurt for whatever reasons, whatever experiences we've had, even if that's just somebody not treating us well at the Starbucks line, And so it's really kind of owning who you are as an individual and saying, you know what, I do the very best I can and I'm a good person and I'll do the, I'll provide and do the things I need to do, and reconnecting with that and not always having to be on guard, because when we build that shield, then we don't show up. We start doing instead of being.
Something that came to mind just now is you really need to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with others. You really need to love yourself before you can love others.
Yeah, and that doesn't always look like powering through. To have a confident woman doesn't mean that you have to have this wall of protection and stand so, rigid, It's just like you can be confident and be free-flowing and feminine, and that's a beautiful gift because now you're just owning that radiance.
I know that you had mentioned to me when we met before that wellness was really important to you, and being your physical appearance, how you look and how you present yourself, is really important to women.
It is. It's funny. Women are our own worst critics. I think we judge ourselves more than men do. We're like, and both good and bad. A woman walks in the room, she's like, oh my God, I love that sweater. Oh, your shoes. Oh no, you're better. No, you're better. I mean, we do that, right? And so it's really important for us to feel good in our own skin, whatever that means. And, I did my own progress through that, and understanding my own issues with that. And I think being in coaching and in wellness, it's always a process of your own, and for me, it's really just being able to embrace who you are and loving that. And if you're not happy in the body you're in, then do something, get in the body you're in. We all have the power to do that, and it's so important.
I always talk about being physically and mentally fit.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all part of success from home.
Yes.
It's something that you support. And I love this comment by John Maxwell. You must be intentional about your growth.
Absolutely. And what's important here is this particular product, which is a product that I've stumbled upon in my quest to do a fitness competition and find something that nutritionally balanced me. And Zeal for Life has just been such a blessing because it's a nutritional product that's all whole foods. I don't have to take products that are chemically driven, and it helps me get the energy, get the nutrients, and it also helps me be more vibrant when I'm doing my workout. So it gives me that clarity of mind, and so it holistically fits with everything I do as far as loving who you are, not only mentally, but also physically.
Yeah. I love the word vibrance. Having some confidence in yourself and who you are.
Yeah, very important.
Those that want to reach you, how can they get a hold of you?
They can go to my website at Creative Inspiration, that's with the number 8, and you can contact me on my phone, which is 949-478-3787.
Thanks for coming in. I know it was quick, but if you would like to get Jessie to come out and speak to your group, give her a call. She's fantastic, and I really recommend her. Jessie Torres, life and wellness coach and motivational speaker. We're going to jump to a quick break, and we'll be right back.